Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Avialence, and today I'm talking to you guys about Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. This game is not just a demo, and I want to go ahead and phase that, put it out there. People have been saying that the game is an overpriced demo for the last week, since it released last Tuesday, but in my opinion, that's not true. I mean, this game has a lot to offer, especially for a $30 price tag, but I think the $30 price tag definitely fits it. A lot of people felt this was a teaser because people could beat it in 10 minutes, if you do it quickly, or they could go through a lot of the content very fast. There's been speed runs, perfect speed runs, things of that nature. And while it does offer a lot of those time trials and collectible things, so to speak, it does also have more in it than just, 10 minutes, which is what a lot of people thought of. So, I mean, personally, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid since Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots back, and I think it was 2008. I was still in high school at the time, but I can say I've missed it greatly. It was a game that had a lot of innovation and a lot of things that I was really looking forward to and seeing what they would do next. So what makes Metal Gear Solid 5 different, right? Well, graphically it's gorgeous on the Xbox One and PS4. I've seen the PS4 version. I have played the Xbox One version. What you guys are seeing in this video too is Xbox One footage, specifically from the side missions. I think I've got a few campaign pieces in here, but I want to try to avoid most spoilers, but there will be a few in here. But, the game's been out for a week, so I don't expect it to be too crazy. So, I mean, gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's stunning on the Xbox One, and it's something that really feels next generation. We just had Titanfall. I played a lot of Titanfall, and when it came down to it, Titanfall and Thief, they didn't look stunningly gorgeous, right? They looked good, but they didn't look stunningly gorgeous. And Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is one of those games that obviously is a teaser for the Phantom Pain, right? But Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes does illustrate something that I haven't seen in a while, and it's something that made my jaw drop. When you look at the rain and you look at the features that are built in, personally, I'm kind of upset that only I think it's 2 of the missions take place at night, because during the day the game isn't as gorgeous as it is at night or with the weather conditions, right? But the reflections are all there, and it really goes to show what this new hardware can do, and that's something I really appreciate. The other big thing, too, is it's got emotion, and that's something that I've really been missing in shooters in general, right? I played a lot of Arma 3, I did play Call of Duty Ghosts and Battlefield 4, but when it came to the story, right, there wasn't emotion there. There wasn't a lot of good stuff there that really blew my mind. It made me feel attached to the game and attached to the characters. With Call of Duty, Battlefield 4, and Titanfall, they attempted to do so. Not really Titanfall. Call of Duty and Battlefield 4 did attempt to do so, and Battlefield 4 was somewhat successful. Call of Duty was not successful at all, in my opinion. But all in all, they fell short. They fell short of those expectations to instill emotion. And what Ground Zeroes did is showcase to me what I'm going to get in Phantom Pain, and I'm excited about that, right? It's been a long time since I've yelled at a screen during a cutscene, right? And during a few moments here, right, when I was playing Ground Zeroes, I yelled. I yelled at that screen because it was crazy. And I know it's just a teaser for Phantom Pain, but it means good things are going to come next year with the release of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. So I'm really, really looking forward to that, I feel that it's something that's been missing from gaming for quite some time, especially military shooters in first or third person. But that's just me, So I'm excited to see what kind of happens there. It feels like there's meaning to this story, Now, there are claims of it being a short game or demo, and I want to go ahead and address these, because I think this is the biggest problem with Ground Zeroes, right? It's more geared towards Metal Gear Solid fans, with time trials, perfect runs, etc., basically the mission grades, right? And I'm not a big fan of the mission grades. I like to beat the mission, continue on. But me saying that, right, when it comes down to the side missions and the main mission, there's a lot of experimentation you can do, and it really provides a playground for you to experiment in and get used to Ground Zeroes. So missions are dynamic to a certain degree, right? In the main mission, Ground Zeroes, you have to free a prisoner. Now, I'm going to try to keep from doing names and stuff, right, because I obviously don't want to mess this up. But when you go to free this prisoner, he's in a camp with other prisoners. Now, if you leave the other prisoners and just free your target, right, you're going to alert. You're going to alert enemy units if you haven't taken all of them out within a radius, because the other prisoner will actually start to riot and say, get us out, right? Now, that changes the mission to the point where it's more of a sprint to the finish, at least in my experience, when I got into a little bit of a firefight or had to avoid the troops that were coming to check on the prisoners that were rioting, so to speak. Now, in my second playthrough, I actually freed those prisoners. Now, when I freed these prisoners, I had no alert. There was no alert on my screen, which was fantastic. I mean, it was wild that this dynamic, right, changes the cutscene too, because there is a cutscene when those prisoners riot when you're trying to free your target. That cutscene is now actually changed to just the basic cutscene with your target because there's no one else to freak out around you. You're getting everybody out. It's really cool how stuff like that's in there, and I'm more interested in seeing what implications come up when it comes down to, Ground Zeroes becoming the Phantom Pain next year, right? What's going to happen in Phantom Pain? There's that. There's different ways to move out the mission. You can go left or go right, and I mean that, in a very descriptive way, so to speak, not just simply. There's tons of ways to navigate this island and this base that you're having as your playground, right, in all these missions. There's tons of ways to go about doing what you want to do, and it takes you multiple playthroughs to find all these things. Now, if you're a military guy like I am, especially when it comes to simulators and stuff, you can really appreciate this, right? You want to have a better strategy. You mess up, you want to go back and fix it. Or there were even instances where I wanted to go back in a mission and try to use prone more because the animation looked cool and I wanted to see how it focused. I mean, the movement system in this game feels great, and that's something that I'm really excited to play again when Phantom Pain comes out. There's side missions in here too. There's 5 side missions in all. You unlock 4 by completing the main campaign, and then you also get the 5th by collecting all the XOF badges around the main campaign mission. So there's that. Each has a small objective, but you can complete the mission multiple ways for a better grade or different experiences, so to speak. So, when you do these things and get these grades, you'll also get weapons and materials and, devices that you can use when you replay that mission to further explore this playground, which I appreciate. But the one thing that I felt was really missing from this is the lack of weapon customization, right? I know that in Metal Gear Solid Guns of the Patriots, right, Metal Gear Solid 4, I was able to customize the crap out of my weapon. And back then, that was something that's huge, right? And I feel that while it's stuck to the shooters, right, it's still something that's missing in games like this. So I would have preferred if I had a weapon armory or locker for me to customize, my game my gameplay experience, so to speak, instead of having to unlock weapons by completing time trials and stuff. Would have been cool if I could, equip a better silencer or, throw a scope on there. The lack of scopes in this demo drove me mental. This Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes demo. Those are just a few things I wanted to touch on. Obviously, this game is something that I think Metal Gear Solid fans should pick up. If you haven't already, it's really worth your time for $30, right? It's one of those kind of in-betweens that works to illustrate a great point, right? Phantom Pain is going to be awesome. That's what this game proves, and I'm really excited to play it next year. So, overall, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is a $30 preview, which I think is absolutely worth the price for Metal Gear fans, or fans of military titles looking for a refreshing gameplay experience, right? This is the big point, too. It feels next-gen, sparks emotion, and works to improve on the past generation. This is the first game that I've played on my Xbox One that truly feels like a next-generation title, and I am so excited to see what Phantom Pain comes to offer with that. So I enjoyed my time with Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and I'm even more excited for Phantom Pain next year than I was before playing this game. This demo, quote-unquote, sold me on Phantom Pain. I cannot wait to pick it up at this point, and I'm really excited to see what they do with the game and the Fox engine. It's definitely worth your time, guys, and that's kind of why I wanted to put this video out there. A lot of people are skipping over Ground Zeroes just because of what a lot of the media has said about it. And while it is a short experience, you can probably complete, 5-6 hours. It's something that really showcases the next generation of gameplay, and for $30, it's absolutely worth picking up. So there you guys go. Just wanted to drop this for that reason. And if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will be talking to you guys in the next video later this week. Thanks for watching, everybody.